Should we go for a ciggar? Little ciggar? Go on then, let's go for a ciggar.
Hello and what? Hello? What is going on?
I can't be dealing with this.
Is someone's house on the other side of that?
Yeah.
Like, wall to wall?
Literally wall to wall.
Because I thought the way your houses were, like, yours was, like, here, and the other one was, like, facing that way. Because it's, like, on a... Is your house is on, like, a... Whoop? Like, do you know what I mean?
They both face the same direction.
Do they?
Because they're semi-detached.
Okay. Whatever. Hello and welcome to another episode of Smoking Fegs and Having Gegs with me, Ray Queen.
And me, Queen Billie. I know you can't see us right now, but we can't think of an introduction today because we're both bags of shite. And all you can hear in the background is my next door neighbour hammering on their wall.
Wonder what she's doing.
She's probably...
Putting Halloween decorations up.
Have you seen her?
No.
She is a Halloween decoration.
Is she?
No, she's not. She's pretty.
Is she a wee bag of bones or what?
No, she's nice.
Is she?
Yeah. But she's probably... I don't know. She's probably hammering up her fucking... Or suction dildo or something. I don't know what she's doing.
I mean, she must be old if she's had to hammer a dildo onto the wall to use it.
I don't know what she's doing. Can you? I hope you can't hear it.
They probably can't.
It's like some of them are like bang, 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 and some of them like.
It's
It's like, I don't know.
yeah. So how have you been? Been keeping well?
Keeping well, loving my life,
I know.
working away,
Working
as always, working hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last time we recorded? 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
Probably,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, because it was a Sunday we recorded.
Was it?
It was 2 weeks ago.
Aye, because you don't let me go on Saturday nights anymore because I've always be up early on a Sunday to come and record.
No, it's not. It's just the way it has worked out.
Hmm.
We might have to record a different day next time.
That's fair.
We'll just record whenever we're both free and the guests.
True.
Fuck the guests. They said yes, they have to come whenever we say. Technically speaking, they can't really see it. But my spider web is still hanging there. Because we're recording this before Halloween's over.
It is the 30th of October.
So
You can't see that.
so yeah, you can see Halloween decorations. They're still up. But it's still Halloween. But this is not a Halloween episode.
I thought you just hadn't dusted your room in a while.
Oh, sorry, no, they're real. They're real spider webs. I actually pulled them out of my ass because it's been that long.
That's a fucking lie.
This will be edited out, so shut your mouth. Anything, what's going on? I love asking you this question every time.
Because every time
Anything
you do,
new?
I'm just like,
Anything new?
I'm a little more depressed than last time. No, not a lot.
Do you have any men on the go at the minute?
Not really.
I always attract the same type of man.
It's not that I attract the same type of man. I do this thing where like I'll start talking to someone and I will get so attached so quickly, and then because I get so attached so quickly, they're like, "This is too much for me. I need to move on," which I feel like has happened a few times.
I always attract the same type of people. I always attract 18-year-olds in uni. I always attract the people that are older than me, but they're wanting to start drag.
Yeah.
Or I attract, like, the 60-year-old man
Yeah.
who, I don't know, I don't know why, I always attract
Do you
similar
remember you
people.
were going out with someone for ages and then you broke up and then you went back to his house for like a hookup and then you burnt his house down?
I did not burn his house down.
The next day you came home, his house was in ash.
Yeah,
His house
and he was
in
in
ashes.
hospital. But it wasn't me.
I fully think it was you.
It wasn't me.
I fully think you burnt someone's house down.
What did I do? Run around, flick all the switches on? What did I, like,
Do they even know what caused the fire?
I don't know.
Was it like an electrical thing or like...
I don't know. I'm just glad the fire didn't happen while I was there.
I don't know. Can you imagine you had to like...
What if I stayed over that night?
I know. Oh god. Can you imagine you had to left something that was like really important?
My dignity?
I mean...
My dignity burnt in that fire.
I mean, did you really have any dignity if you went back to fuck him after you broke up with him?
I hope my mum never watches these. These are going to be dug out of the archives when I'm like 80.
I know.
And it'll be like, when I die, like, these parts of these will be like put in a montage for me.
Yeah.
Like,
On your
Queen
wedding
Billie's
day.
life. See, at my cousin's wedding, The best man got up and done a speech for the groom,
Yeah.
as always, tradition. And he named every one of his exes
I would be fuming.
at the wedding. I can picture you doing that to me. Like,
Girl.
do you remember the time you burnt someone's house down? Do you remember the time, I don't know, you done this, the time you done that? And then at the end you'll be like, and look at you now, getting married. Proud of you, love.
I mean, if anything, I'll just go at your wedding, I'll be like, to whoever you're getting married to, I'll be like, well, just consider yourself lucky she didn't burn your house down at the end of your first date or something.
But part of me is like, I'm starting to get to that point. This is basically a dating episode at this point, but I'm getting to the point where I'm near my mid-20s. 24 is not mid-20s, so don't even talk about it.
You're 24?
I'm coming 24.
Oh.
But 24 is not mid-20s. Okay, I think it is. But I'm coming to the point where 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, they're like, messaging you and you want, like, it's not that I'm not attracted to them or think they're nice people, it's just...
They're not ready for the
no,
level of
like,
commitment
I'm
you
ready
need.
for, like, within the 2 years, I could potentially be, like, moving in with someone.
Yeah.
And some of them are going to still be in uni.
Yeah.
And not be financially ready to
Make that step.
Like, so I'm like, this is why I can't do this.
Yeah.
And then they get hurt, and I'm like, but it's not my fault, I'm just being honest. And then they think you're a dick.
Yeah.
When you're not, you're just looking after yourself and doing what you need.
Yeah.
But I'm fully in the 7 years I have left of my 20s, 6.5, okay. I fully think by the time I'm 30 I'll still be single.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's my life plan. And I don't want to be.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But I just want to be moved out, and you can't move out alone in this economy crisis.
I know. Like, I've barely been single, like, for longer than, like, 6 months since I was, like, 13. Well.
Lucky you.
So, I feel like I'm ready for my, like, single slutty area. I'm happy to be on my own for a while, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm always happy to be on my own.
I know.
My problem is, like, do you remember, like, a couple of weeks ago we went 3 nights out in a row?
Me, literally, every week.
No, but, like, I never do that. Like, it sucked the life out of me.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's why I'm still so, like, drained. Like, 3 nights in a row, all that social interaction. I need, like, 3 weeks to recover from being so social. Like, I was out, like, being at work and then being out performing. I will literally have my first day off and I will not leave my room. I'll just watch movies and TV. Too much social interaction. Someone said to me, that's unhealthy. I'm like, no, I just have a time where I'm social and a time where I need to, like, hibernate.
I get that.
And I'm not being antisocial. Like, it's not like I've turned my phone off and I'm not talking to anybody. I'm just, like, in my room. I don't speak to my family. I leave my room for food. I come back. I touch myself and I go to sleep.
That means she has a wank.
In Spanish. But yeah, I'm just very, I'm quite content at the minute, but part of me's like, you need to meet the one.
I know.
It's about time you did.
Yeah.
And then they always say, the one's out there. And I'm like, let me tell you, love, the amount of men I've dated in Northern Ireland, there's not very many left. There is not very, very many left. And then I'm going to have to settle for someone. Like, do you know what scares me? Do you ever think to yourself, the love of your life might not even be born yet? Because of age gaps and all that?
I don't think I could marry or could be with someone.
I could be the dom daddy.
You are a dom daddy.
Like, I could literally be like...
The sugar daddy?
Yeah, because I'm 23. Like, what if there is... What if right now, while we're recording this, the one is only born?
That's I don't think I could, like, even if I am, like, 60 and want to be a sugar daddy, like, I don't think I could go with someone, like, 20 years younger than me. I feel like that would be, like... I would feel like such a creep.
Well, I mean, if I'm struggling to date people who are 18, 19, which is totally legal, how... I don't think I could be with someone that's 20 years younger than me.
No.
Like, they're 20, I'm 40. I couldn't see it. Like, I can't deal with someone that's 4 years younger than me.
No.
Never mind, 20.
I know.
And I can't even deal with people, like... I'd probably date someone that's 30.
The highest age I would date would probably be about 32 or 33.
Yeah.
The youngest would be
I would give
19
myself...
or 20.
I would give myself, like, 20 is the lowest. 21. 21's the lowest.
To 47, right?
57.
Ooh.
No, 21 to about 35.
Yeah.
wee bit of grace for the 35-year-olds.
Mm.
Some of them are stunning.
I know. It's just a shame that it's all the shiny ugly ones that come after you and me. And all the ugly ones that live down here that are on Grindr.
And then they like delete their account, or they like you block them and they make a new account a week later and act like they never spoke to you, and then they ask for a face pic and they send it and you're like, seen your face before. Do you like my hat? Do you know ASOS has so much SpongeBob stuff?
Really?
So much.
I really want to see if I had the money. I would go and do like a whole haul of nice sauce because some of their clothes are really. And Boohoo have some nice stuff as well.
Not a fan of Boohoo. Their quality's not as good
Really?
compared to some other brands. Why are you looking at my jumper?
Because I see what I said.
Oh, it's my swimming group. Don't tell anybody. They'll be coming and jumping in the sea with me. Not that I've only been for a swim in over a month.
Really?
No. Should probably go today, but
You should.
no.
I would love to get into sea swimming, but I would only ever go in the summer. Because I love doing it at Ballyhome Beach.
I was sitting last night and I sat my phone up. I just sat my phone up and just looked at myself on my phone. And I was like, girl, you're getting man titties. Like,
Are you like recording yourself having a wank or something? Is that what the tea
no,
was?
I just like was like, I want to see like how fat I look sitting up.
Fair.
So I did, and I like bounced a wee bit and I had a wee jiggle and I was like, you need to go swimming again. You need to go back to spin class. We're going to introduce our guest
We are.
for the 100th
I
time.
know.
Because we're so shit at this.
No, baby, you're shit at this.
Well, I asked you to do it, didn't I?
Yeah.
On today's episode of Smoking Fegs and Having Gegs, episode 4,
Mm.
we have the talented, the beautiful, the only Belfast City Hall emo, Petra Fied.
Ah!
Hello, love.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm here. I'm tired, but that's just kind of my constant state of living.
Sounds so reassuring.
I'm here.
Like, someone asked me the other day in work, they were like, are you okay? I was like, I'm fine. They were like, that did not satisfy my question.
Yeah, it's like every time we do our wee intro and you're like, anything new? And I'm like, nah. Same shit, different day.
Literally. It is always like that.
No.
This light is very bright.
I know, it's like annoying my
My
glasses.
eyes are watering.
Right up.
This is why you should wear glasses, Billy, because look at the reflection of my glasses.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's really
Then why don't you sit like at an angle? So then
Take your glasses off, bitch.
that's
That's
far
perfect. Thank you. I love that.
That sits us to a T.
Ray, you've never looked better.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're so welcome. You're
Wow.
so welcome. You're so welcome.
Like your wee necklace.
Do you like my necklace?
Yeah.
Because whenever this episode's
I would
released,
get closer, but you stink of banana.
the banana was nice.
Yep. Please do.
Ray has a phobia of bananas, everybody. Look scared she is.
Even touching that. No.
I've brought special guest Kingfisher with me as well.
Oh my god, Kingfisher, love your work.
Right.
Left.
Up,
Such a
down,
comedic genius.
round and round. Flick your fanny up and down.
Bye.
Ka.
I love when Beer says that. I think it's the funniest thing ever.
Does she do that?
Yeah, she'll be in Boombox Dance where she'll go 5, 6, shake your bit. It's so funny.
She says 5, 6 cigarettes or so she says like 3, 4 shake your hole, like something like that.
Yeah.
She was walking past people yesterday when we were walking through town, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and some man said, "Show us your clock," and he went, "Only if you show me yours, love." Everybody, kids walking by. Then this woman walked past and she says, "I've been off of that talking about them dirty things." She went, "Sure you love a cock, big love, don't you? Wee spicy sausage." It was so funny.
You should have heard some of the things that she was saying, because me and Dia went up to the Bellevue with her while she did her bingo. I was saying it was 24, she'll go, "Number 24, raise a whore." So funny. See what Beer
God.
29, everyone just screamed. She didn't even have a chance to say anything. Just went 6 and 9, and then everyone screamed.
Wah!
Everybody loves that number. That number's disgusting. Petra, do you like a 69?
I'm partial.
Oh, I'm more partial to a 99 with a wee flake.
I'm more partial to 96.
Oh, I fucking love a 99. I want a wee flick now.
Ray, that was the worst joke you've ever made in your life. I'm more partially a 96. Right.
96 should be like this, like your backs to each other.
I know.
Yeah.
So, like, one's lying on the bed, flat, face
Just,
down.
just touching bums.
The other's
Just
lying on
touching
top.
bums.
I mean, just farting to each other's cheeks.
I know. It's what two bottoms do.
You become one whole.
Mm-hmm.
Human centipede.
Work.
You just made it go weird.
No, it's a good movie. It's not. It's horrible.
It's really not.
I don't like it. There's my mum.
They're quite-
Billy's mum's a MILF.
Probably woke up. She is. Probably.
Yes.
Sorry. Probably woke her up. I don't know what just happened there.
When and why did you start doing drag?
I started drag the the week before lockdown.
I'm sorry.
stop sucking.
I'm drinking my tea. I'm done.
Is that how you drink tea? No, I started drag literally a month before lockdown.
That must have been like for you to start.
It was really fucking weird because
Right.
there was obviously like talks and stuff about like this fucking coronavirus coming over to the country and all people were getting cases. But the reason why I started, I'd always been interested in drag, but I didn't really at that age. I really didn't go out like at all. Like I would stay home, go to concerts, go to work, and that was it. But it was through the first year for Vision that I helped my friend Chloe, who runs it, along with Jennifer, and I met Kingfisher for the first time. I met Interstella, and finding out that Interstella was like a female drag queen, I was like, wait, I can do this. So like me and Stella met at Revision the year before. Kiki, that was it. We didn't talk again, and then we went to Slipknot together and became like the best of friends. Like literally from January until March, we were hanging out like almost every day talking about drag, and she was like, "You should do drag." So I was like, but it was. I literally went out in like a normal fucking face of makeup and an outfit I would wear on a night out, and I was like, "Slay."
That was literally like. Do you remember the time we went out for revision?
Yeah, and we were wearing matching dresses.
I served you guys that day. That was my first time meeting you guys.
Yeah.
I was sitting at the table and I was like, "You two look stunning."
Where did you get your drag name from?
This is embarrassing. So I
whenever
literally
you're on-
had like
Because whenever you're on stage, you look like Ray. Petrified.
funny story. I nearly went with the name Ray Naissance, but I found out that there was Ray the Queen. So I was like, okay. So basically, I had like a big long list of names, a mixture of ones I'd come up with, and a mixture of ones that I had found that a drag queen named Jennifer.
I used to do that.
That's a fair point. Kiki got her name from a drag name generator.
Yeah, and it was basically a case of, so I went through the list, and I would go onto Instagram and make sure nobody else had the same name.
Just killed a fly.
And then
I just killed a fly.
you're so gross. But I was literally like, I think the top three names were Renaissance, Petra Fied, or why are you hiding behind that book?
I don't know what.
I can't believe I killed a fly. Nobody was like ready to acknowledge it.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of answering a question. I'm very impressed that you killed the fly, Billy. Is that what you
Thank
wanted?
you.
You're so welcome. And I wanted a name that was like kind of alternative, kind of spooky.
Yeah.
So it was like I knew that if not all the time, did want to have like more alternative elements to my drag because, like, look at me, I'm a city hall emo, so like it had to be there. And Petrified was the only name that I had on my list that someone else didn't have on Instagram. So I made the account and just left it dormant for about a month, just so I had the name. And I nearly changed it like the night after my show, but then lockdown hit, and I was like, well, people know me as Petra now, and changing it when no one can see me perform it might be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Petra it is. Or as Anya calls me, I'm just petrified queen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
I
I
find
live.
it funny whenever like Anya or like any other drag performer like who is hosting like says the name wrong. Like who else gets their name mispronounced?
Melody, Melody Festival.
No,
Melody Festival.
I think she's started to say it properly now because I asked Melanie about
She
it,
has.
and she's like, no, she says it properly now.
Because I was giggling because whenever I put up a post,
I
I
don't know.
put up a post being like, here, like if I did like drag king stuff, what would the name be? And Anya was like, don't make it complicated, just call yourself Petrified King. And I was like, my favorite thing is Anya thinking that my name isn't Petrified, and my name is just Petrified Queen. Like my whole name is just that one word.
Next question: would you apply for Drag Stars 3?
Yes, because the circumstance I can't go into the circumstances in depth about why I had to leave season one, and Anya always like rims or uh teases me for because like the next week you want to come back. Basically, it was a case of I got into the bottom and it looked really bad because I got into the bottom and like 2 days later I dropped out. But the day after drag starts, I basically got news that something was happening within my family, and the way that the news was presented to me was there was immediate effect to it, and I
Yeah.
was like, I don't want this happening and further stuff happening with my family while I'm like further into this competition. So I was like, I'm going to drop out. I don't want to, but I'll drop out because like something could happen in the next 3 days. And literally like a couple days after I dropped out, it was basically like, oh yeah, like nothing's happening until like the end of the year.
Hmm.
Like the proceeds of whatever was happening wouldn't be
Yeah.
finalized until the end of the year. And I was like, so I dropped out of this for what? And everyone thought I had just dropped out because I was defeated and like I didn't want to do it because I was in the bottom. But like I was really proud of myself for like getting through the bottom, for
Yeah.
that lip sync. And like I was so the next week was rock week.
I know.
Like of course I didn't want to drop out.
Yeah.
No,
But
definitely.
they happened the way they did. But I can confidently say that I think there's been enough improvement with both myself and my drag to where drag stars 3. I never expected to be a natural hair queen because I always thought I'd keep my hair short, but I have hair, it's dyed, it's long enough, it's healthy enough, so I'm kind of like, I'll continue wearing wigs, but wigs are expensive, and I don't have space for wigs in my house right now. So maybe I'll get red for like not having wigs and always just relying on these luscious locks. But
I
I'm
mean,
happy because it's one of those things. I don't have the room or space for more drag right now, so my arsenal is very fucking limited.
I always do this in every episode, and I always make a joke about it. But if I had the hair, I would be a natural hair queen.
I was kind of a natural hair queen for like a
I
moment.
think, see, even like male drag queens and stuff, or just like non-binary drag queens and drag kings or drag kings and drag queens and all that have like natural hair and they use it. I think there's something like really cool and empowering about it because my thing was, and I made a big post about it as well, is like I cut my hair like to a pixie. It was about 6, 7 years ago, and I kept my hair no longer than above my chin for
Yeah.
years. Like, because I had a really awkward connection with my hair because, like, I'm cis essentially. I'll go by she they non-binary, but I'm AFAB. But I grew up very very weird and uncomfortable with the fact that was female, which sounds really really weird, but it was more for the fact that like I was teased throughout like primary school and high school for having like a lower voice
Yeah.
and like being called a man for that. But as soon as I was old enough and I had longer hair, you immediately get like sexualized.
Yeah.
Like immediately. Like if you have long hair and you're at least somewhat femme presenting, you're gonna get sexualized. So I cut all my hair off to feel a bit more comfortable. Couldn't be fucked dealing with it. I was just like, I'm gonna keep my hair short. But even when I had my hair short, it was like, oh shit, like, am I not feminine enough?
Yeah.
The whole like I was like, I don't feel feminine enough. I don't feel like because then that lent into more of the fear of like low voice, short hair. People would be like, oh, like you're man, you were born a man. Like I had people come up to me being like literally be like you're a trans queen. That's so cool. And I'm like, I'm not. And it made me feel like really weird and dysphoric. And I know it's like nothing compared to what our trans brothers and sisters and other non-binary folk feel, but it was really, really strange for me because I was still trying to come to the terms with the fact that I was more comfortable with like androgynous pronouns and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was so feeling heavily perceived of like I have to present a certain way to be seen a certain way, and if I don't, I'm in this middle line where people will just take my appearance and fit it into the mold and narrative that they want, and I didn't like that.
Yeah.
So it's only been like the past year. It was over lockdown, just started growing my hair again, and what my boyfriend won't let me cut it because he's like, "You've wanted to have your hair long for years again. Like, just leave it be, let it grow. Like,
Yeah.
you'll hate it 1 second, you like it the next second. Just enjoy it while you have it." And I was like, "Okay, that's fair." I literally had a woman at work yesterday. We were giving out like sweets for kids for Halloween, and I gave a sweet to this wee girl, and her mum was like, "Say thank you to that nice man." And I'm just sitting there like, "Girl."
Yeah, I've got that a few
Which
times when I work in retail.
I want to make that very clear. Like it's I have no issues of being perceived as like if someone's like, oh, like assumes that I'm like trans or non-binary or like a different gender. I don't care about that. It's more just uncertainty in myself that I'm always like, why do people look at me and see something that I don't see?
Yeah,
So I've had like a lot of body issues with both like my weight and my gender identity and stuff. Like it was only last year that I was like, here, like I am more comfortable with she, they, but like I do lean more into the side. Like I'm very comfortable being born with the body I am, with like the sex gender side of things. Whole other issue with like body image and body dysmorphia and all that stuff. But like I've got more comfortable over the years. Hence why I can get on stage with my tits out and be like, work.
Are we allowed any tea on revision?
Me, by this time this will be out, I think we'll already have decided.
Fridays.
Everyone keeps on asking me if I'm doing it. I don't know. I would like to do it, but they've got a lot of applicants this year. Like there's so fucking many, like so many. I'm very excited to see how Fisher hosts,
I think
and I'm very excited. Me and Fisher need to actually message each other and figure things out for the cast this year.
do we get any like inside knowledge to who may or may not be on?
Don't think you.
I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to, but like me and Fisher have spoke already, and there is a few people that we very much already want to be part of it.
Who do you want to see on revision?
Who do I want to see in revision? I would love to see. It's kind of like there's always the one or two that like do it every year. Like you want to kind of want to see them again. So chaotic queer. I would love to see Carl Hart.
Oh yeah.
I would love to see Violet Moon because I never got to meet her last year and she seemed very very sweet.
Yeah, she's lovely. I loved her seeing her last year.
Who else? I would. I don't know. I want to see more like burlesque as well. Like, and I want to see more male, like maybe even trans male burlesque because I think trans male burlesque is very powerful, especially when Carl and like chaotic queer. Like,
I love Carl.
So good. I would love to see more of that. But
no, I'm very very excited. I'm very very excited.
As a drag performer, like, what do you have like a reason why you do drag, like that type of thing? But we spoke about a lot of it.
Yeah, no, drag for me, it very much comes from a place of like my mental health, which sounds like very, very ominous and like depressing, but I have helped figure out both Petra and Kirsten through my drag.
Yeah.
I very much enjoy having stuff to look forward to with performances, and I've made I've made a family through my drag with queers and stuff as well. It's one of the strange things is as well for me. I stayed away from like it sounds like bad. I stayed away from like bars and stuff for a very long time because I don't drink.
Yeah.
And I feel like even when I turned 18, like I did not get invited out anywhere until I was 20, 21, until I started hanging out with like queer people because no one would invite me out because like well you don't drink anyway.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why it took me so long to actually like go to Maverick and go to Union Street because like everyone drinks. Like it's very I find that that's something that doesn't put me off, but I feel like me not drinking almost puts me at a disadvantage sometimes
Yeah.
Yeah.
because the queer scene, especially, I don't know if it's just everywhere, or just in Belfast, it's very, very bar drink centric.
Yeah.
I can agree with that, because if you
Yeah.
see me on a night out and I'm driving, and
Mm.
it's this is very bad, and this is like my issue, and I need to sort it out. But genuinely being honest, if I'm there on a night out and I am not drinking, you could see me stand in the corner and not talk to anybody.
Yeah.
But for some reason,
Because everyone else is. It's one of those things. Like,
Yeah.
and it really is a problem that I need to like
Yeah.
step
'Cause,
over and
like-
just be like, just be yourself
Like,
when you're not drinking.
even when because I did dry January at the start of the year, and I was like, this is easy, and I kept it up until the end of April, I think, so I didn't drink for all that time.
I don't think it was that long, girl.
Girl, it was. It was. And
Right.
like people would like ask me.
it wasn't because you started. It wasn't because you started drinking during Drag Stars.
No, I didn't. I didn't drink for any of Drag Stars.
I thought you drank like the week after you got eliminated.
No, that's why. No, that's why. Like I got so in my head because like I was going on stage and sober, and like it was just too
Ah. Because that's my thing. It's like as soon as people find out that I don't drink, they're always like, how do you do that sober? It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
I
boring.
don't need to drink to go out and have
Yeah.
fun. And
Well,
I think
that's
it's
my problem too. Like
Yeah.
for a while during That's Me Now, every week except the final, I was sober,
Yeah.
and you can see the crowd. Like there's so much but it sounds fine saying, "Oh, I feel more comfortable having a drink on stage." That is a problem though.
Yeah.
no, it's one of those things where it's like I don't. It's not me trying to like bash people for drinking. Like if you want to drink, I don't care.
Yeah.
But like I've literally been called like a bore. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
People.
you can't have you. Like, how do you have confidence if you don't drink? It's like
Yeah.
my ongoing joke is like I'm autistic enough and I have enough ADHD to keep me going through the rest of the night anyway. There's such a stigma around it. Like,
And
it's like there's a stigma around the fact of like if you don't drink, you're boring.
yeah.
And
And
like
you know what,
if you don't drink, why are you out?
Even this is not like aimed at anybody, but like if it is a common thing, like you said, it's like a bar thing, like drag queens, drag kings, any drag artist, it's all bar related. It's all behind the scene. It's all a lot of alcohol.
Mhm.
But you do have to look at how many drag performers are like abstinent from drinking, who are trying to like stay away from it. Like I can easily name 3 or 4 that I know that
It ruins because my reasons for not drinking or anything like drugs. I'm very, very like against all of it because they're very personal. But it's a case of like I've seen how drink affects people in my life,
yeah.
and it's never positive, and I refuse to in any way be that.
Yeah.
So I don't care if I'm a bit bored on a night out or like not buzzed. I rather
Let me tell you, love.
no like
You're far from born on a night out with your ADHD, love.
that's the thing. Like literally, there's enough neurodivergency and like just mental illness going on up here. That, like, I don't need it. If I drank, I would be miserable on night out. Like I just know it. I would be a pain in the ass. No one would want me out. I'd be depressing. I'd fucking try and kill somebody. Like I'm fine. Like I can cope how I am. I've already got enough emotional regulation stuff. Like I don't need alcohol added into that.
We have less than a minute, so let's wrap it up, Ray.
Yes.
You wrap it up.
You ask me this every week.
You wrap it up there. Quickly, with less than a minute.
Right. Well, thank you for coming and joining us, Petra. It was lovely.
Thank you for
have
having me.
Lovely to
Thank you
see
for
you.
having me.
Have a lovely day doing all your week gigs. I don't know how you'll be
Oh
feeling.
God, I've got to go get in the drag now.
I have a night shift tonight, so that's bad enough.
I'm going home.
No, you're not.
I am.
We cheeky episode of Pizza Cast before if we decide to do it.
I know.
Ooh.
I know that's insider scoop.
I know. I would quite like to be home for 3 though, because we're taking.
Who's your guest next week?
Huh?
Who's your guest next week?
Cherry West,
Ooh.
Scotland.
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 Very nice. Very,
Yeah.
very nice. Well, thank you so much for having me.